Well, hi there, meteorologist Ryan Weekman in the First Alert Weather Center. We're going through our history books, and this time of the year, we're always thinking about it. That storm that was over 4 decades ago, of course, the blizzard of 78 is what we're focused on for tonight. Now, many people, we've heard a lot of stories over the years, remember it, especially right here in the Toledo area, as one that started off as rain. You fell asleep, went to bed. If you weren't paying close attention overnight, that's when the storm really started to develop and switched into what is now known as the worst winter storm in local Northwest Ohio history. Pretty incredible stuff. Let's talk about the stats of this one here and the track of the low, which was ideal coming out of the deep south, coming right up the spine of the Appalachians and took it right over a course near Cleveland. Now, this thing eventually bottomed out over further to the north in Ontario, but as it crossed Ohio, recorded the lowest pressure ever for the states as it went by Cleveland. Now, there was a ship that was offshore from Cleveland, measured a 100-mile-per-hour wind gust from this storm. Now, Northwest Ohio, the Toledo area, the wind gusts at times over 60 miles per hour for several hours, and that's what created the blinding visibilities and, of course, the incredible snow drifts that were out there. How about the wind chills? Yeah, no question about this. With that sort of wind and the cold that was coming in on the backside, wind chills of 30 to 50 below zero were recorded with this storm. Now, do want to clarify one thing. We often think about the blizzard of 78 and think, boy, it had to have been the biggest snow Toledo has ever had. The fact is, for much of Northwest Ohio, southeastern Michigan, it was somewhere between 6 and 12 inches of snow. There were certainly spots that got more than that, but the reason why the drifts were so high is because the winter season had already been so harsh. We had had 1 to 2 feet of snow on the ground without the blizzard of 78. That year would already be remembered as one of the worst years of winter in Northwest Ohio history, but you add in this storm and there's no question about it. 1978 goes down in the history books even 42 years later as the worst in local history. Share your stories in the comments below. Love to hear everybody's perspective and their family stories.